Hello YouTube, Steve O'Trucker here. Welcome back. It is Saturday the 12th today of January 2019. I'm sorry I didn't film too much last week. You know, at least I released a video, that's the important thing, as I say. Besides that, it's a normal week. Today's pretty normal, but I've been involved, not involved personally with accident today, but got stuck behind a massive tailback of an accident. Mainly because the truckers couldn't follow down the diversion, so all those truckers had to get parked up on the left side of the road and also maintain the flow of traffic down the diversion route. E.g. there's truckers who are having to guide the traffic, control the traffic either way, so hold one set and move the other set vice versa, etc, etc. If that makes any sense. E.g. control the flow of traffic down effectively a one-way system. You know, so two ways of traffic, so obviously have to send one and the other. So I got there, it'd been going for quite a while when I got there, so I was on the way back after tipping down near Dorchester. And the accident, I was up around near Yeovil, just before you get to Yeovil, near Bridge, I think it's on the A37 or something like that. Don't hold it to me, I've forgotten the name of the road. It's basically the road it goes between Dorchester and Yeovil, the main road. It was up near where the bridge is, and there was an accident prior that I saw when I came down this morning. That had already been attended to, and like police attended to. I was lucky I was going slow at times because there was hazards on it originally. At first I thought it was an accident myself, you know, a recent one, so I was about to actually stop and go and check it out, yes, make sure it was okay, but this accident had happened earlier that night. And on the way back, by the looks of it, what happened was a car must have slowed down for it, but the car behind him was either going way too fast or way too close, and whatever may have happened, and obviously they've gone into each other, like where that other accident was. So I could see what happened. I had a funny feeling while I was driving down this morning, I could see something happening on that corner. Knowing how people drive and all that. But never mind, it is what it is. But the main thing I want to talk about is, and this goes for any motorist, if you're a truck driver, car driver, motorbiker, whatever. If you're stuck in an accident queue, even if you're the one getting diverted and being able to move up, be patient. Listen to the people directing you, because they probably know a bit more than you do, because they've been there for a little bit longer. E.g. a bit like it'll tend to be, no offence meant, it could be a motorist, but generally it could be a trucker in that sort of situation where trucks can't go down the diversionary route, which is a good chance that that could be the case. And the trucks are being stacked up on the left hand side of the road as we're getting in. Because more things, as I got there, I put my hazards on, I pulled over hard to the left as I could. And got myself sorted, put myself in, you know, brake, might as well. Obviously one of the guys guiding came up and told me what was going on, what the score was and all that. Advised he go and brake anyway. So that's what I've done, got out and helped. So I thought, I'm not going to sit in the cab for how long this ever could take. I phoned the boss up, letting you know what's going on. That's one of the important things to do. If you're a truck driver or working for a company, if you're going to be held up, normal procedures, let him know. Just let him know, because at the end of the day, it covers your back at the end of the day. So when your boss is like saying, why are you late there? And say, I told you, I got held up. That's what I've done when I was released. I phoned the boss up again, so look, I'm released. I'll be at the customer for around, you know, X time. You know, etc, etc. So, you know, I got out, I decided to give him a hand, if not, let's have a chat, you know, let's pass a bit of time and, you know, tried to interfere, but I ended up taking over at the end of the day because the guy who I took over from, his truck was right at the front. So if it got cleared, he was sort of a bit two minds what to do. He did stay for quite a while, you know, so I aided him with that, and then when it was getting not near time, but he just felt like it's probably best to get up there because I was not far down from where he was guiding from, so I might as well control this. And one of the interesting things, it wasn't, the vast majority of car drivers are really good. They listen to our instructions, like when we say stop, they stopped, you know, if not a bit too listening. You know, because mainly one way I was communicating with the guy at the other end, stop his end, so I was saying to put my hand up like stop or move, you know, whatever I wanted his end to do, and vice versa. If he instructs me, okay, it's good to go, I would give it good to go. But when I was sending my end of the traffic, a motorbiker decided to mug off the other marker and think, oh, now enough, I can get down here, and cause utter chaos. The amount of arrogance that biker had, as I had a quick word when he came up, I said, oi, what are you thinking? You have oncoming traffic. Oh, it doesn't matter, I got up anyway. You idiot. So you're the idiot here, mate. You know, you're coming out one single lane of traffic when you were told to hold because there's oncoming traffic coming down, and you're causing that traffic now to stop all the way down so you can squeeze by. I know you might be a bit late to join your mates or enjoy your ride, but to cause another accident or cause more distress isn't worthwhile. You know, a bit of patience, you would have gone, you know, a minute later, maybe less. Who knows? That was one of the most irritating thing that happened during the control. There was the other one that you had people staring when there was no reason to stare down towards the accident direction. I know, yes, it's curiosity. Everybody's a bit curious about that accident. That's like when another accident happened. Yeah. Nice horse in that horse box. I'm sorry I'm ranting on, but the main point is, if you're in that situation, you're being guided by other road users or even the police, listen what they're trying to tell you. If they're trying to direct you to stop, stop. If you accidentally overreact to them, they will tell you to move on naturally. A bit like, you know, well, I was telling the other guy to stop and still had some oncoming cars, they'll be stopping down the flow of traffic. You're like, don't stop, I'm telling the other guy to stop the rest of the traffic. So I was trying to tell them to move without confusing the guy at the end, not to send any more. Well, you know, you get the picture. Oh well, it is what it is at the end of the day. We have to deal with situations out the way, but so this video is more about to emphasise the point of just show a bit of patience, a bit of common sense, and think. If you're not sure, stop. Think. As I said to the biker, think what you're doing. You know, it doesn't matter if you're on the smallest vehicle on the road, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give you an extra licence. I know, yes, we probably as truckers should have been doing the marking, it should have been the police that on scene, but they were doing other things, you know, and there was really only one policeman on our side anyway, so I could see why he was busy doing his bit elsewhere. You know, so there's no major criticism to the police. They seem to be fine. He did come down, check on us to make sure all good. But I bet they wouldn't have done that if the police were on there. Well, maybe they might have done, but who knows? Common sense that people have these days out the roads. But I'm pretty certain if they really mug off a policeman, they'll be pulled to the side and a few words exchanged. Or maybe even a fine. But the key thing really to take from it is, you know, appreciate the guys like ourselves who actually aims to do the marking, who are having to control the situation, to try and allow the car drivers to, you know, get on with their journey, go down the diversion. Yeah, we could have just easily just sat in that couch. We didn't have to do that. None of us truckers had to do that. legally, we probably should have sat in our cabs and not done anything. If you're being in a legal sense, in terms of liability and all. But sometimes, you know, emergency situations take emergency measures. And when you're stuck behind an accident like that, or there's times in the past that I've been stuck, I'm pretty certain any other motorist, if the longer you drive, there's more chance you will be stuck in a similar situation. It won't be identically the same. It might be controlled by the police, it might be controlled by other road users, you know, who knows? It might not be controlled at all. But it only takes a few to stand up and go, oi, this is what we need to do, let's get the traffic flowing safely. You know, get a bit of control to this. Because it was kind of a dangerous situation that we were all in, because there was a sharp bend a bit further up and the traffic was building up down there, and, you know, but the problem is where the diversion route was, it was down a real narrow road. That's why his truckers couldn't go down there, because it was just too narrow, and they were sending the traffic from the other side of the accident down that way as well. So it was causing a bit of, you know, you know, people coming up from the other end telling us something we already knew. There's an accident. Yes, that's why us truckers have stood out here and all the trucks are parked up there, and we're directing you to go and all stop. Obviously politely, calmly with them. Yeah, so it's been an interesting day so far. I mean, it's only delayed for about an hour or so it's not too bad. And what can you do? You know, new situations, you know, what can you do? You know. Fair enough, car drivers could have turned around. They were turning around all their way to go down on diversion, you know. Do what they want to do at the end of the day. They can turn around, do what they want. But, you know, it was nice to hear some of them car users, you know, have the effort to wind down the window and say thank you to you, which was, you know, I would like to say thank you very much. I know no one will probably see this who were in that instance, but thank you very much if you do that. You know, it is appreciative just to get a look at it, especially when you're in the cold, in the drizzle, you know. You know, when you've been doing that for over an hour, giving hand signals both ways, it starts getting a bit, I need a break right now. And just to have somebody come past you and say thank you very much, you know. I say I was very appreciative for the policeman to come down. He's also came down about midway through it anyway, and he's actually said thank you to all of us, you know, because it wasn't just me. There was a Morrison's driver, there's a driver from I've forgotten the company, but he was moving at normal loads. He had been on the road for about 3 minutes as well, so he got up there, and a couple other drivers who sort of, you know, helped out here and there. So no, I'm not trying to claim any glory or anything like that. No, I'm just trying to push the message, should I say, of just be patient and think what you're doing, and if there's people directing, listen to the people directing. You know, they're not there trying to mug you off, they're not there to ruin your day. You know, chances are if it's drivers like myself out doing it, we're not getting anywhere. We're actually more likely to try and help you to get this, not you, but you know, people who are able to get moving out the way. Fun and games roadworks. I'm going to have to put the mister on. It's slightly fogging up because it's a bit today, as you can see. So, you know, it's an interesting situation to be in. It's not the first time I've been in it or had to, you know, be directed by people, so it does happen. And the key thing is, in those situations, is to remember there's other people involved. You know, there's people involved in the accident. You know, there's emergency services. There's also people like ourselves who are bystanders who stood in, who actually will help out. try and help the situation or assist in the situation, you know. Remember, now everybody's doing the roles there, you know. I said, I'm not trying to roll it in that we need a medal or something for doing it. No, it's not what I'm saying. It's just saying, look, you know, be aware there's other people involved. You know, you're in a nice warm place, or if you're motorbike here, motorbiker. I mean, that motorbiker did, and trust me, I'm a motorbiker myself. I've a BMW R1200 RT, I think it's a 311, 61 plate. It could be wrong. I've only had it for about 6 months. Look at a bike, look at it. But nevertheless, you know, I'm a biker myself. You know, I know the mentality of being a biker. You know, I am up there, but at the same time, I do know that, you know, not every situation you can filter, or you should filter, or you should smug off a guy taking you to stop. You know, where's your license to mug off so you can say stop? At the end of the day, if something happened, it would be his fault. I know, yes, this way brings in our liability. Yes, we could be also equally get blamed, even if we did do the right things. You know, and I'm not trying to criticise the police in that situation. I do not know what the manpower was in the area. I think there might be more police on one side of the accident than there was the other, but it is what it is. You know, if they don't get control of the traffic, we'll take control. The only issue I did have a lick of it at the end was the fact that the fire brigade there, the ambulance service there, basically all the people doing the rescue were there, so the police were just there. They were help doing stuff, I assume, because, you know, help me out clearing up and that, but, you know, it would have been far more efficient to have, you know, 2 policemen who have radios and they can radio back and forth saying stop, you know. And I'm pretty certain people won't mug you off then as well. Well, I'm pretty certain people would, but at the same time, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't at the same time, because it's not worth the grief, because if the police pulls you over, you might have a bad day. Or certainly if you get off lightly, you get off lightly in the morning. You'll mess up. Just that biker just really did grab my gears. I mean, I probably should just bit the bullet with him and just not say anything, but it was that sort of situation where you're thinking, what the hell are you doing? What do you think you're doing? You know, what makes you so important? Everybody's in the situation. If you're told to wait, you wait. You're just messing other people out just for your own selfish aids. And the problem is he didn't get that far anyway, because the traffic going down the narrow road was just piling up at that stage anyway, so I just watched him sort of crawl forward and later, I know the frustration when he gets slow as a biker, so he's playing a nice fun time doing that. I suppose payback can be a bit funny sometimes. But yeah, it's more, you know, the case of that there is idiots. There always will be idiots out on the roads. And yes, the weather's quite nasty today, so, you know, there's quite more likely for more accidents today. You know, people should be keeping back to use driving and wet now. Probably not still. You know, and you get people in their own selfish little welts, you know. Good or bad, you know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, because we all get ourselves in our own little bubble, and, you know, in my own little bubble here, you know, in my own little environment here. You know, every motorist in their own little bubble, their own little world in a way. But it's you know, realising it's not just you here. There's other motorists. There's, you know, using the road as well. There's road regulations to follow. There's, you know, a lot of stuff as a driver you've got to think about. No matter if you're a truck driver, car driver, a motorbiker, a push biker, a walker, there's rules and regulations of being round and on the road at the end of the day. And I know, going back to the situation I've probably been talking about, that's an emergency situation. And as I said, I would go hammer this home, that in an emergency situation, Just take it as it comes. Don't go in arrogant saying, I must get past at all costs. I went, oh yeah, I need to get going. So I assumed it because there was a bike route, I think, that just gone through prior. I'm guessing he might have been with that group. He was trying to play catch up. But at the same time, that's no licence to, you know, risk your life and others, you know, cause other motorists distress. And also mugging off people who are trying to take control of the situation. There's no licence there. There's no, you know, valid reason why he was doing it. I mean, yes, I'm not saying 100% that guy, you know, but while I've checked the other guy at the other end, he did stop him, but he just sort of ignored him. So, what can he do? Which I, you know, I'm like going to the guy market at the other end, he done his bit at the end of the day, you know. He's not going to actually bump up the line to drag a motorbiker back, is he? You know, he's stupid. But at the same time, just the arrogance of that motorbike and the fact that, you know, you decided to give me some grief at the other end, you know, or he's like swore his head off at me and all sorts, you know. And I tried to have a quick word with him saying, oi, don't think, what are you doing? If the guy stops you, stop. I know he's probably under self-imposed pressure. That's what it would have been, to catch up with his buddies. But as I said, it doesn't give you a licence to, you know, go running after people. Not running after, but to ignore people, to break road regulations. And this is also how accidents happen. There's just people just not thinking. That's probably how that original accident happened. I'm not saying who's at fault. There's a person who got bumped into, or it's a person who, or if it's a jointly at fault. You know, maybe the car behind was straight too close. Who knows what happened? I can only say what I saw. What made sense. I mean, it's what it is, and hopefully everybody's alright who's involved, and also in the prior accident. It's not pleasant seeing accidents. It's a sad thing when you're, you know, a motorist of any sort, but especially when you're a truck driver, you're on the roads every week, you know. You see and also witness accidents and all that. I saw, you know, I was very shortly behind one yesterday, which similar sort of situation in a way, except for it wasn't all held up. You know, it was just an accident on the other side of the road, so I just let the traffic that was stuck behind them go, because no one originally had let the other guys go anyway, so I thought I'll let them go for a little bit. And eventually there was another kind person who thought about it. So actually he's been letting us go for a while, let's let the actual right-of-way traffic go now as well. You know, and hopefully nevertheless, as I said, you always have idiots out there. I mean, anybody can be an idiot, you know, I can be an idiot at times, but at the same time, you know, just think, you know, take a step back, you know, take 5, you know. But as I said, the vast majority, vast majority of all the road users who we're dealing with were fine, 100% fine, you know. Listeners, yeah, there's the odd bit of monging out going on here, or overreaction, and the odd idiot who decided to speed up like to Mach 100 down the line of traffic to get around the diversion bend, which there's a few near misses there. That's why originally it was 2 of us marking at that end, just to try and identify to the oncoming traffic, go around us, go the correct way you'll go into that junction, and you'll be okay. Don't cut the corner, or don't take the corner too fast. Otherwise you might have a bad day. There was one car who decided to go Mach 100 just about pulled it off. So I could see him like, ah, weren't the bend. Oh, it's a tight left right turn. Ah. Oh, it goes into now road. Ah. Yes, that's why we're telling to slow down. Oh well, stuff happens, as I say. You know, I've done my spiel about that bit, I think, and overkilled it, as I do. But hopefully, as I said, I got the point across. There's quite many other points across in those situations, but every emergency situation has its slight differences. You know, I can say, right, this is the 100% rule what to do, but generally, if people are guiding you to do stuff following the instructions, and think what you're doing as well. So if a guy is asking you, holding you, but asking you to move up a bit more, might be a reason because of that. You know, you may have not realised it at the time, because you might be more set on you get past this and get on, you know, your journey. Yeah, but as I said, always stop and think, what are you doing? I don't mean go completely blindly and muppety and follow literally every instruction, but you know, think what you're doing. Somebody's holding you, by holding you for a reason. So hopefully everybody's having a good new year so far. You know, work's been a bit average, should I say. Not average in a bad way, but you know, nothing too much exciting to film all the time. I was in the mood to film last shift, just if you know what I mean, I wasn't at the same time. Upsy daisy. But nevertheless, I'm sorry about this. I didn't expect you to drop down. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you haven't. And you know, I do apologise, the camera just fell down onto my jacket. So over and out.